but that's so that you can listen to it without trying to understand it. Without trying to figure out the lines. About 20 years ago, I wrote a series of poems under the general title of Baseball, and there were 9 innings, and each of the parts had 9 stanzas, and each of the stanzas had 9 lines, and each of the lines had 9 syllables. I found this was a way to control. I found it useful, and in it, this old poem, I was trying to explain the game of baseball to Kurt Schwitters. And Kurt Schwitters was a Dada artist, mostly working in Germany, who died in England in the 40s. And I doubt very much they'd ever heard about baseball. And as I try to explain it to him, something keeps tugging me away. I keep changing subjects all the time. And Kurt Schwitters was a collagist. He pasted things together, he collected them. And these poems are all collage. Many poems are, mine are, and Meatloaf is, and there are actually 3 of these niners in the book. I'm going to read Meatloaf. Sorry. 15. I've been doing this for years, not being able to figure out where my poems are. Meatloaf. 25 years ago, Kurt Schwitters, I tried to instruct you in baseball, but kept getting distracted, glowing bits and pieces of world history alongside personal anecdote, instead of explicating baseball's habits. I was KC for Casey, in stanzas of 9 times 9 times 9. Last year the Sox were ahead by 12 in May, by 4 in August, collapsed as usual, then won the series. Jane Kenyon, who loved baseball, enjoyed the game on TV, but fell asleep by the 5th inning. She died 12 years ago, and thus would be 60 now. Watching baseball as her hair turned white, I see her tending her hollyhocks, gazing west at Eagle Pond, walking to the porch, favoring her bright knee. I live alone with baseball each night, but without poems. One of my friends called baseball almost poetry. No more vowels carrying images leap suddenly from my excited, unwaiting mind and purple big pen. As he aged, Auden said that methods of dry farming also grow crops. When Jane died, I had constant nightmares that she left me for somebody else. I bought condoms looking for affairs, as distracting as Red Sox baseball, and even more subject to failure. There was love, there was comfort. Always something was wrong, or went wrong later. Her adultery, my neediness, until after years I found Linda. When I was named a poet laureate, the kids of Danbury School painted baseballs on a kitchen chair for me, with 2 lines from Casey at the back. In fall, I lost 60 pounds and lost poetry. I studied only law and order. My son took from my house the 8-sided Mossberg 22 my father gave me when I was 12. Buy 2 pounds of cheap fat hamburger so the meatloaf will be sweet. Chop up a big onion, add leaves of basil, Tabasco, newspaper ads, soy sauce, quail eggs, driftwood, tomato ketchup, and library paste. Bake for 10 hours at 35 degrees. When pitchers hit the batter's head, Kurt, it is called a beanball. The batter takes first base. After snowdrifts melted in April, I gained pounds back, and Melinda flew in Paris, eating all day. Croissant, warm, crisp, and buttery. Then baguette, camembert. At last, boeuf bourguignon with bottles of red wine. Afternoons we spent in the Luxembourg Gardens or in museums. The Montmartre, the Pompidou, the Orangerie, the Musée de la Vie Romantique, the Louvre, the d'Orsay, the Jeu de Paume, the Musée Maillot, the Petit Palais. When the great Ted Williams died, his son detached his head and froze it at a Scottsdale depository. In summer, enduring my dotage, I tried making this waterless farm meatloaf with many ingredients. In August, Linda climbs Mount Kearsarge, where I last clambered in middle age, while I sit in my idle body in the car, in the cool parking lot, revising these lines for Kurt's fidders, counting 9 syllables on figures discolored by old age and felt pens, by stanzas like ball players set down to AAA, too slow for the beats.